TIMEBOUND, an original play by Turkey Campers. Scene 1, The Loss in the Time Machine. A quiet park bench overlooking the sea. The sound of gentle waves in the background. Jane Elsie is sitting on the bench, holding her head in her hands. On a crisp afternoon by the sea, Jane Elsie sat alone, the weight of an argument with her best friend heavy on her shoulders. Jane believed she was right, firm in her conviction, but life has a way of reshaping what truly matters. Jane Elsie looks up, speaking aloud, as though trying to convince herself.
I wasn't wrong. I couldn't have been. She just didn't listen. It wasn't my fault. It wasn't my fault.
Her voice falters as Talia enters hurriedly, visibly distressed. Jane looks up, startled.
Talia? What's wrong? You look like you've seen a ghost.
Jane, it's her. She's gone.
Jane stands abruptly, her face etched with confusion.
What are you talking about, gone? What do you mean, gone?
She tried to save a child who was drowning in the sea. She didn't make it, Jane.
Jane takes a step back, the news hitting her like a tidal wave.
No, you're lying. I just saw her yesterday. We fought. I didn't get to tell her I was sorry.
Both characters stand still for a beat, the weight of the moment settling in. Talia steps closer, placing a hand on Jane's shoulder.
I'm so sorry, Jane. I know how much she meant to you.
As the weight of the loss fully sinks in, the two sit down on the bench, silent, gazing out at sea. Their grief lingers in the air as the stage grows dimmer, with only moonlight illuminating the scenery. Suddenly, something glitters on the ground.
Wait, what's that?
It looks like a phone, but it's not like any phone I've seen before.
Jane, have you heard the legends about a time machine that looks just like this? What if we could go back? What if we could change this?
Jane stares at the device, her face with a mixture of hesitation and desperate hope.
But what if it just is a myth? What if it doesn't work?
What if it does? We can't just sit here, Jane. We have to try.
Jane looks at the device, then at Talia. Nodding, she clutches the machine tightly.
For her, let's do it.
They press the button on the device, and suddenly the stage erupts with flashing lights and sound effects as the time machine activates. The two scream in surprise as they're thrown into the unknown. Everything goes dark. Scene 2, stuck in the Wild West. A dusty, sun-drenched Wild West town with wooden buildings and tumbleweeds rolling by. Jane Elsie and Talia appear, dazed and disoriented, in the middle of the dirt road.
Where are we? Did we just get thrown out of the time machine, or am I hallucinating?
This isn't the beach, Jane, unless the ocean turned into tumbleweeds and saloons.
Perfect. Just perfect. I wanted to save my friend, and instead we're stuck in some spaghetti western.
The sound of spurs jingling interrupts them. Cat strides into view, wearing a cowboy hat and carrying a lasso. His pet chicken, Miss Mary, struts alongside him, clucking confidently.
Well now, ain't you two the sorriest looking tumbleweeds I ever seen?
Is that chicken wearing a bandana?
That's Miss Mary to you, Sugar. You two lost or just bad at blending in?
Did the chicken just talk?
Miss Mary's got more sense than most folks round these parts. Now, how about you tell me where you're from?
We're from not here.
Clearly. You got the look of city slickers who ain't ever seen a horse, let alone ridden one. What brings y'all to the Wild West?
Look, we didn't mean to come here. We were just trying to go back in time to save our friend. But the machine, it's broken or something.
Time travelers, huh? Never thought I'd see the day.
Time's a funny thing. I reckon if I had your fancy machine, I might go back and change a thing or two myself.
Cat takes off his hat, his expression turning serious. He sits down on a nearby barrel, looking at the horizon as if lost in thought. Miss Mary perches on his shoulder, quiet for once.
You see, I got myself into some trouble. Folks think I did something I didn't, and now they're fixing to hang me at dawn.
Hang you? For what?
Someone robbed the bank and made it look like it was me. I tried to stop him, but the sheriff didn't believe a word I said, so here I am, waiting for the end.
Kat, I'm so sorry. That's awful. But maybe we can help you somehow.
Yeah, I mean, we've got a time machine. We could go back and stop the robbery before it happens.
As much as I like that, y'all have your own mission. You got someone to save, don't you?
We do. But you don't deserve to be left behind.
Well, what if we come along? You never know when a cowboy and his genius chicken might come in handy.
You'd really want to leave your time behind? Come with us to who knows where?
Honey, I got nothing left here but a noose with my name on it. I say adventure beats hanging every day.
The four share a moment of agreement. Jane Elsie pulls out the time machine, and everyone gathers around it.
All right, let's do this. And let's hope this thing doesn't send us somewhere even worse.
She presses a button. The machine whirs to life, and the stage lights flicker as the group disappears in a flash. The lights dim, leaving the empty Wild West behind. Scene 3. Stuck in the 1980s, the villain's plan. The flash of light steadily dissipates to reveal a neon-lit 1980s arcade, complete with bright colors, retro posters, and an array of arcade machines. Jane Elsie, Talia, Kat, and Miss Mary stand in awe of the flashing lights and loud sounds of the area. They are momentarily distracted by the overwhelming 1980s ambience.
Okay, so we've gone from the Wild West to neon leg warmers and giant hair. This is not the timeline we're supposed to be in.
I swear, if someone offers me a mullet, I'm out. How are we supposed to fix this?
Doesn't matter what era we're in, we gotta keep moving, or this time machine will keep messing with us.
Well, if you ask me, it smells like trouble here, and not the fun kind either.
At this moment, the spotlight shifts to a group of 4 people standing at the other side of the arcade. Sir Whiskerton, Savannah, Mustard, and Catherine. They are a quirky but intimidating group, wearing attire that is a mishmash of 1980s fashion, but with a slight and acrostic twist. They eye the newcomers, particularly the time machine, which Jane Elsie has pulled out once again.
Well, look what the glitch in the timeline dragged in. You folks seem lost.
Lost? We're all lost, honey. The real question is, how'd you get your hands on that?
That little gadget, huh? You don't look like you belong here either.
You might think you're on some noble mission, but this era, it's a trap. No one leaves the 80s once they're here.
The group of 4 starts walking toward Jane Elsie, Talia, Kat, and Miss Mary. That atmosphere becomes tense.
Excuse me, but who are you?
Yeah, and why do you all seem so familiar with this thing?
We've been stuck here for years. Time's all messed up, but let's just say we know this little device quite well.
We tried to use it to get back to our time. But you see, this machine's just as faulty as we are.
None of us were meant to be stuck here, but it's not so bad. We've adapted, you could say. This era's not too shabby if you learn to play by its rules.
And we've got a plan. A plan to take that time machine from you.
You think you can just steal it? What makes you think we'll just hand it over?
We're not asking. But trust me, you're gonna want to help us.
We were pulled out of our time just like you, and now we're stuck here. But we're still standing, aren't we?
The villains stand, posed to strike. Jane Elsie and Talia exchange a glance, realizing the danger they're in.
We're not handing it over. We came here for a reason. We're getting back our time, and that's it.
Y'all seem real tough, but you're not taking this machine.
Not today, Sugar. This chicken's got your number.
The villains move quickly to grab the time machine, but the group of heroes puts up a fierce fight. A chaotic, comedic struggle ensues as everyone jostles for control of the machine.
Don't make this harder than it needs to be.
Not gonna happen.
During the struggle, the time machine flickers again, and the entire group, the villains and the heroes alike, are suddenly engulfed in a bright flash of light.
No, this isn't what we planned.
The lights flash even brighter, and the entire group disappears from the 1980s arcade. The sound of the time machine hum fills the air. Scene 4, the future, understanding time's fragility. As the group is transported, they are met with a blinding flash of light in a sleek, futuristic laboratory. The room is filled with glowing monitors, advanced machinery, and a massive window overlooking a dying, fiery sun. A lone figure, an older but vibrant scientist, is hunched over a console, frantically working. This is Dr. Arlic Vega, the creator of the time machine. He looks up as the group materializes, his face a mix of shock and relief.
It can't be. Sir Whiskerton? Savannah? Mustard? Catherine?
Dr. Vega? We thought you were dead.
No, I wasn't dead. I thought you were. The machine malfunctioned. I lost all of you. You were my team, my family, and you've been stuck in the 1980s this whole time?
Yeah, and we thought we'd never see you again. So we tried to adapt, but you're really here.
Wait, you four were a part of his team? That means you were supposed to be working together on something bigger than just time travel?
Yes, we were building the time machine not as a toy or an experiment, but as a last-ditch effort to save Earth. The sun is destabilizing. If we don't activate the force field we designed to stabilize it, everything in our solar system will be gone. But I couldn't do it alone. The machine malfunctioned before we could complete the mission, scattering my team across time.
Well, you've got your team back now, and we're here to help. So let's save the world.
Yeah, but after all this time, do we even remember how to do it? What if we screw it up?
You're still the best team I ever had. We'll figure it out, but I can't do it without you.
Wait, Dr. Vega. If you need more hands to help, we're in. We've got our own mission, but saving the world seems like a good enough detour.
Yeah, we're not exactly scientists, but we can take orders.
Thank you. With your help, we just might have a chance.
Dr. Vega explains the setup, a massive control station with various panels, each requiring someone to man it. He directs everyone to their positions, quickly teaching them the basics. Alarms begin to blare, and the sun outside the window flares ominously.
Everyone, this is it. If we don't activate the force field in the next 5 minutes, the sun's collapse will become irreversible.
Well, no pressure or nothing. Let's do this.
As everyone works at their stations, the tension mounts. Sparks fly from one console, lights flash, and the hum of machinery grows louder. The final button is pressed. The lab is bathed in a brilliant golden light as the force field activates, stabilizing the sun. The alarms stop, and the group watches in awe as the fiery star outside calms and glows steadily. Everyone breathes a collective sigh of relief.
We did it.
Yeah, we saved the day. Or did we?
No, we didn't save the day. We only fixed a mistake. Our mistake.
What do you mean?
Messing with time travel is what got us in trouble in the first place. When my team and I experimented with the first time travel device, we created a rift in time. That rift destabilized the sun. All of this, the malfunctioning machine, the scattered team, the dying star, it's because we meddled with events we should have left alone. Time isn't something you can control without consequences.
So, trying to save our friend could make things even worse?
Exactly. You think you're fixing one thread, but you end up unraveling the whole tapestry. Sometimes you have to let time flow as it's meant to, no matter how much it hurts.
Janelle and Talia exchange a long, emotional look. The weight of Dr. Vega's words sinks in.
You're right. We can't risk it. It's time to stop running from the past and start honoring it instead.
For Jaden, we'll carry their memory with us the right way.
Sometimes the bravest thing you can do is let go.
As the group prepares to leave, Dr. Vega watches them with a mix of admiration and sadness.
Thank you for understanding and for helping us make things right. Goodbye and good luck.
As the group steps into the time machine, the lab grows quiet. Dr. Vega and his reunited team return to their work, now fully aware of the fragile balance of time, now knowing that even though bad things happen, they should not be changed, rather learned from. This has been a Turkey Camp production of the original play TIMEBOUND. The campers imagined the story, crafted the script, and brought it to life through their performances and creativity. This production was created by the talented students and dedicated staff of Baton Rouge Music Studios and marks the first step in launching our new content creation studio, BRMS Creative, opening in early 2025. If you love this program and want to explore opportunities as a voice actor, creative writer, or production technician at BRMS Creative, we'd love to hear from you. Email us at contact@brmusicstudios.com for more information. At Baton Rouge Music Studios, we're more than just music lessons. Also, I was a I was a camper who worked on this as well, and it was really fun. So yeah.